bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. George, never seen Life on Mars. I'll look into it. I think it's on Netflix. Mads, love the zombies in the garage. That was awesome. My brother is actually going to run in the Zombie 5K. You may or may not know what that is. And if you don't, I'm not going to tell you because how fun is that ambiguity? And Jack, I don't watch any of those shows because I don't really watch competition things, but you know, to each his own. And that's all I'm going to say to all of you because we're doing Harry Potter week and so whose idea was this to begin with? Because I'm against it because I realized just now how exorbitantly sad this is going to make me. Harry Potter is a really big deal to me, if you didn't know. It is. It's a thing. It's kind of always been there, if not always the most important thing, at least just always there, and I don't know where I'm going with this. I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to talk about because everything that I want to say about Harry Potter has already been said by someone else, so it would just be incredibly redundant, and even just saying how much it means to me is redundant. Harry Potter is about a boy named Harry Potter who goes to a school of witchcraft and wizardry called Hogwarts, and things happen. It's the most beautiful story of things and people and fantastic foreshadowing and eloquence is a thing I don't possess. I genuinely don't know what to say. I could tell you my Harry Potter story, but it's not that interesting. I just read the books and I watched the films. But it meant so much to me, and I've been a massive fan since I was 6, 7 years old? I've read it practically every year since then. I read it last year, reread it last year, again before the last movie came out, and yeah, that was really fun. That was probably my favorite reading because I was able to grasp so much more because I was older, which is, I guess, a thing I can address. As people seem to think that as you get older, Harry Potter's going to mean less to you because it was just a childhood series, but it seems to me the older I get, the more it means to me because I realized how big of a part it played in my life and how phenomenal it is in every aspect. Somebody asked us in the comments if we could talk about how we felt when the last film came out, and I mean, essentially, listen to While My Guitar Gently Weeps, and you would get kind of the emotion behind what I was feeling. All of you should know what that song is, except for Mads, because she doesn't like the Beatles. I don't know how relevant that illusion really was. I just really wanted to point out that Mads doesn't like the Beatles, and we should scorn her. I was a mess when the film came out. I went to the midnight premiere, and I practically cried through the whole thing. And I was in a cinema full of people who either A, hadn't read the books, or B, weren't that into it, because none of them were crying, and none of them had, like, my flails. They didn't have the flails, and the flailing was so ubiquitous in that cinema that night by me. I was trying so hard to remain cool on the ride back with my family, because none of them are that into it. I went with my mom and my younger brother, and my younger brother's pretty into it, but my mom's not, and she's just kind of, like, I'm a little baffled by my child's bizarre cries of absolute misery. So I was trying to keep it together, but once I got home, I cried pretty much for that entire night. I didn't sleep at all, and for the next week. So yeah, this video's pretty awesome. Last year when I read the series last, I went through this notebook. The theme of the notebook, Mads. I kind of went through and just marked all of these quotes that from the series. And let's see, which one is the bookmark at? Fantastic. There's just this. I didn't even write anything on this page because I knew how important this quote was to me. I'm a really big Snape fan. If you don't like Harry Potter, I'm really, really sorry. I've always had a kind of house identity crisis because I never knew which one to place myself in. I guess I'd always assumed, or hoped rather, that I was a Gryffindor because, you know, just everybody that I loved in the series was a Gryffindor. But I kind of, as I got a little bit older, I thought, you know, maybe I'm a Ravenclaw. I really like reading and I really like studying and I'm a huge nerd. Then there was a brief moment in time where I thought I was a Hufflepuff that quickly passed. And never once did I consider that I would be a Slytherin. I don't know why, probably just because everybody is made out to be evil in Slytherin, and I just didn't, I don't kill people. But then Pottermore placed me in Slytherin, and it just made so much sense to me. I couldn't even begin to comprehend the awesomeness of, I just hit myself in the head. And when I look at my life, I'm very perspicacious and cunning and shrewd, which is synonymous with perspicacious, don't mind me. And my identity crisis was averted when I took the Pottermore quiz twice, and it placed me both times in Slytherin, and they were both vastly different than the ones I took. And I was placed in Slytherin twice, so I'm very happy about my life and all. I really love Wizard Rock. I have a really big YouTube playlist of it that you can go find for some of my favorites. Ministry of Magic is my favorite, the Parselmouths. Various other groups are fantastic, and I've always been really into that. I was never really a part of the fandom, as when the fandom was at its kind of height, especially on YouTube, I was far too young to really be able to be involved. I think I was like 9 or 10, so I wasn't really able to be a part of that, sadly, but in my mind I was. And yeah, I guess this is all I have to say. I also have a lot of Harry Potter posters of in various places around my room, but I'm too lazy. I also should have worn my Harry Potter shirt, but it's way over there. Instead, you get Captain America, because have you seen the Avengers? Like, MADDZ, I thoroughly look forward to going to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter with you early June. Let's just hope that that isn't wishful thinking and that it's actually going to happen, because we could go to Ollivanders and drink butterbeer and go on the ride that makes us think we're playing Quidditch or something that is probably going to be really scary, because I hate roller coasters, but I'm really excited to go, and I really want to. So much. I'll talk to you guys next week. George, I'll see you tomorrow and things. Bye!